Hi guys, and welcome to the Rainbow Six Replays YouTube channel. Today we want to present the video highlights of the match between Luminosity Gaming and Team M80 during the North America League 2024 Stage 2. Don't forget to subscribe and put a like. Enjoy.
The Warden also put very low. Red inside of Electrical, so they know that the Warden is far away from blue stairs, but Kixro is able to peek out and catch Cameraman, either pushing with or behind the Candela slightly. He's punished for whatever he tries to do. All of Kino's utility goes out. He rushes in behind the shield and is able to get that trade. 4v4 established, but the Clash can rotate effectively, try and stall wherever M80 push. No advantage consistently gained by anybody. The Wi-Fi might be the difference maker. Eddie makes it even more troublesome for M80.
Able to kind of dispatch the M80 players as they work their way in. It was just hard fought really on both sides here. I was honestly really shocked as well that LG didn't have somebody hold
Cargo. 45 seconds remaining. M80 continue to move down. Players now actually inside the site as they found a gap I wasn't even aware of. No opening in the man count, certainly, as Wi-Fi is able to cut down two. Only 2 players in the lobby with kills, and it's somehow a 3v3, but it's resulted in site control going the way of M80. Angle opened up, intel found, diffuser dropped. Eddie can hold this vertically for the remainder of the next 20 seconds. This smoke grenade key to allow Citizen to reposition and place this diffuser, but again Eddie finds it from up above. Caravan will be the 3rd player to grab this hot potato, and I don't think this 180 will be any near as flashy as Bolo's was all the way back on Clubhouse. He might get
the play. It just doesn't really boil out the way that they want to, because M80 make the call that they're able to bum rush site, take out the low count players there and try and get a plant down, but they've gotten a little bit overzealous. They forgot about how Rainbow Six works with these map positions. It's not printing animation of his.
Here we go.
You know that this is something that you could see them trying to exploit with these EMPs. They're going to do that. They're going to force Kino in here, and he also has the K, so if this goes wrong, things could be very ugly, but fortunately enough for them, Kino will at least be able to trade out Spoit, but Kixro with a nice kill as well, and still have some verticality to work around. Kino's got to abandon ship.
I mean, that's almost worst case scenario. Sure, you get the Warden, but everything is collapsing around it. Kixro with Hyper. Kino's the only one making any progress, but when you're a blitz all by your lonesome, there are plenty of people playing with Kino, but Kino still found himself by himself in the end. Cameraman drops down, does find one. But
actually, as I say that, I have a quicker build-up than we initially gave it credit for. We're going to have some Candelas, or rather some arrows in here. Spoit with a nice frag, and potentially another. He'll catch 2 on the drop shot, but Kixro makes it a 3 versus 3.
I mean, you needed something like that for M80 to break this stalemate. Spoit, absolutely miraculous to land that hip fire kill. Cameraman makes this a 3v2. Kino progressively applying pressure on this garage side, spots the player behind the pillar, but that's all he'll get. Who needs to have his work cut out for him here. Spots the one player moving out through Electrical. Cameraman does not let up on that diffuser. There might be the tiniest of gaps, but there's no reason Wu should be able to know that. He'd have to be omniscient.
Area, and M80 finally able to pick up their big round here. What a moment for them as they fight fire with fire and they come out victorious.
Also, we just see the Warden spring.
Because things are going to get a little scary, especially if Deimos wants to tag you up too. Gonna have some nice shots here, but Kixro delivers on Spoit, and yeah, he might go down. This might be an easy cleanup here for the Buck, depending on what happens. I don't think they have anybody in the space for you to even try and bait this body, so gonna be a pretty easy kill for them, as they already had a drone in there too. He won't even be able to crawl out. I mean, Kixro's trying to.
But when are these pieces, when are these dominoes going to fall? He moves in and he just stabs him in the ankle. All that buildup for naught, and all of that progress wasted with one press of the melee key.
Those Grishmont mines, man, can get you so confused, and let alone that amazing positioning there from Eddie as he immediately hits the deck, able to stab that player right in the side. And yeah, he's going to get gunned down, but 30 seconds remaining. And Carter, this bomb site is downstairs.
And this is what I mean, you know, you're still able to keep it 4v4, keep it a 3v3, though I definitely think that second engagement far more impactful than the first. And still M80 find themselves in the same position. 15 seconds left, no way, no reasonable way down to this bottom floor. I mean, we're shooting bandit batteries with 11 seconds left. We're farming points at this point. You try to go for the diffuser as best you can, maybe open up that angle for the post. Hyper knows somebody might try to wrap around this corner, but EDD's placed on the site door. Yeah, that's round 5 for Luminosity.
For the rest of the round, M80 take the utmost time clearing out this entire top floor area. It takes absolutely forever for them to make progress. I mean, we have a sub-minute left and our blitz is getting knifed on a hop-in by Eddie. It's truly incredible how much time Luminosity were able to deny.
We'll spot the Mira. Hyper now moving on in.
Is that Woos down here? I think it is.
It is Woos.
Okay.
Wi-Fi coming to support, though, I think recognizing that the Mira is in a bit of a tricky spot. They always seem to find a way to land these engagements. Now another 1v1, but he's just right around the corner. Beautiful micro plays by LG. To keep this game in their favor. Cameraman will hop in afterwards.
Wow.
There's one player right around the corner. This is 5-1 seemingly in the works for Luminosity. As Kino up above and Spoit, with only 2 Candelas remaining, will try to salvage what remains of round 6.
I'm truly so impressed so far with Luminosity on this defensive side. I mean, especially with the way that we got to see that first instance break down there. But with 20 seconds remaining, Eddie's got to do something to try and continue to bully them out of this site. It's down to just Spoit. He's going to hop in a window. Silent will take him out, and it's 5 able to create these team moments and kind of those micro plays the way that you were talking about.
Yeah, really, really nice stuff on Nighthaven for LG. Clearly really well practiced. I mean, they've played it a few times up until this point. It definitely makes
on this basement bomb side is the fortitude of it pretty darn high. Spoit definitely going to want that one back as he ends up shooting Ram through the helmet, but not the true head. Eddie's going to move his way down. He might have found a spot here to try and plant. He does have the case control. Going to try and potentially toss a smoke down. Spoit with 2 big kills, though, and this is where things could start to become a problem.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Spoit was sort of the key player to deal with, unfortunately, and with him getting 2 kills, Eddie's in a bit of a tricky situation. Woos, even his coverage is in a bit of a tricky situation. Now trapped outside of this reinforcement. Nice flick onto Kino, where there's quite literally no way to get through that reinforcement. So not a whole lot you can do up to, or I guess after this point. M80 will take their first round on the defense to deny.
Could not see the Mira as she peeked into that door and had that well-placed nitro cell. So now we're down to the sub-minute, and M80 trying to fight these angles. Citizen's gonna find a nice one up against Wi-Fi. He's feeling himself so far in this round as that aggressive angle works out for him.
Citizen performing quite well on this defensive side through the first 2 rounds. Now with Hyper close with a shotgun, C4 goes out, puts Woos to such low HP. Really, the C4 could have missed, and Hyper still would have landed that kill. Spray with the SMG-11 just to make Kixer a little more nervous about pushing this angle. This is round 3 for M80 in the cards right here, especially as long as they play a somewhat decent trade game on these remaining LG players. This is a round through and through for M80. Kixer will wait. Maybe as long as Woos did before.
No way.
All right, we'll all chill out now. Yes, we will. So 5-3, LG still firmly in the lead, but M80 looking just as strong in their defenses. They did.
Eddie looking to try and find this kill inside of barrels. They'll have the IQ hop over. They're both going to pressure this position, and the Mute just going to try and run through, but Kino gets gunned down. Some verticality to worry about, some smokes here for Eddie. Might have to just try and throw this down, and by this, I mean the case. Citizen's going to try and at least stop something, but no, we need to have the swing from Kixro. He'll get it, and it's going to be a offensive-sided plant here as they're able to get things going on. Kixro retakes the top. Flooring upstairs was ripped up. I mean, there was really no position around barrels to even try and exist. Even just the tiniest mitochondria would have been ripped to shreds, and Wi-Fi does it again. Very well done from Luminosity. This round is well within their right to take. They just have to complete the process. As Kixro guns down one, Citizen will finally get something going for M80.
And somebody from M80 has to overperform to try to stop this 7-3 victory from Luminosity. They will use every second remaining, create more vertical angles, create more pressure, but you can't be too careful that you run down the clock so low that M80 have the time just to win one fight that shifts the fortunes and keeps this game alive. One player found, one player dead, as Kino's the only one left. He knows where that diffuser is. He sends the C4 out, and it's just too late to save the game. The 2-piece might taste sweet, but he's got to land this defuse to bring overtime just a little closer to reality. Intel on one player at the bottom of cargo. A couple bits of damage done through the wall. He still lands the shot. No way. Hatch open behind him. Woos is moving into position, but spots him in the back.